Hey, this is Nick Stevens here at JTech. I was going to show you how to do a driveline angle. So, here you go. So the driveline angle is the difference of the angle that you have here, the differential, and then the angle that you have at the slip yoke coming out of the tail shaft and transmission. There's your drive shaft there. So if I've got, let's say, we've got about 7 degrees there, and we've got got 5 degrees here, so we've got 2 degrees to drive on angle. You're actually supposed to do this with the vehicle loaded and on the ground. Right now it's up in the air, but if it was on the ground, that's how you would check it. An acceptable number, it depends on the manufacturer, but generally a good number is about 3 degrees. And it's a difference of the angle you find here on the differential, and then the angle that you have there on the slip yoke. Okay, so I'm also going to show you basically on transfer case the purpose of a planetary gear set, which basically can have different gear ratios in it, because it's like one gear surrounded by a bunch of little gears, and then it's got a ring around it. Can also act as a neutral gear, sort of like a differential almost. So you have like 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low, and the planetary gear set, when it has different gears selected, different parts of it move, whether they're opposite each other or they move at the same time in the same rotation. So that's the purpose of the planetary gear set in a transfer case. Different speeds, plus and neutral, and gear reduction as well. And then CV joints, cover really quick. There's 2 types. There's ball type, and then there's ball joint type, and then there's tripod type. Basically, the CV joint is constant velocity. That's what CV means. Basically means that this is like a miniature drive shaft, and it can move at any angle up to a certain point, and it'll completely transfer power all the way through here into the wheel. So it goes from transaxle, which is your front wheel drive transmission, or it'll go through a differential and come out and go to the wheel. And this actually moves all sorts of ways. You can see how it changes the angle. Same goes for this. So that's coverage on CV joints, planetary gear sets, and transfer cases, and driveline angles over here. I also wanted to cover parts of a differential real quick. So you've got, well, the parts of a rear axle with a differential on it. Basically, you've got the axle housing and the differential housing. You've got the carrier, just right here, that houses all these little gears in here. They're called spider gears, or it can be called side gears. You've got a pinion gear down there, and you've got a ring gear here. Basically turns it from a 90-degree angle and transfer power. They're cut hypoid style, which is basically like heel coil, but it's at an angle. So you get different adjustments out of that. You've got your carrier bearings inside here. You've got the caps covering them. You have, so you've got the axle shafts going inside of here. You've got C-clips, usually that are holding them in. You can't see it here, but there's little clips that go on the ends of the axle shafts that are inside here. You've got bearings here, you've got bearings on the end here, you've got seals as well. And yeah. So that's your basic rear axle, solid rear axle with the differential. Those are the main parts.